You join me here, though, at Machynlleth Leisure Centre, which is really the hub of the search for April Jones. If you just look over here, this building is where the local volunteers are being asked to wait at the moment. Some very frustrated people in there. They just want to get out on the hills along the River Dovey as well to join in this search. But police and rescue teams who've gathered here, ambulances, Coast Guard, Mountain Rescue, making it clear that actually it's easier for them to get on with this job as well. Several of the Mountain Rescue workers are already just gathering here to go out again. They've been looking around the golf course, local gardens, the River Dovey as well. They've been out all night, different teams coming over now. Let's just wander through because we can speak to one local coordinator here, Mark Lewis, who's just joins me now. Mark, thanks for joining us. Some very frustrated people over there who have been told by police not to get involved. But do you accept that actually with professional searchers here, you, local volunteers, may actually be hampering the rescue and the search effort?
At the moment, the professionals are doing their job. They are looking at a specific area and whatever. And if they want to spread that area, then they will get the volunteers, local volunteers, involved.
It's just that some of the local people I've been speaking to saying, look, we know this area really well. They've got 40 mountain rescue and coast guards and police here. You know, that's not a large number of people when you're looking at potentially hundreds and hundreds of acres.
We know that, but the problem is there's a lot of mine shafts and things like that in the area. The last thing we want is to be searching for another person or somebody injured due to this. We accept, you know, people want to help, and that's what we're all here for. But if we let the police and all the people that's professional at doing their job do their job to start off with, they will definitely come to us if they need our help. We'll be the first people to be asked.
I mean, the police point out another problem, that the weather conditions here are quite challenging as well. The last thing they want to be doing is sort of looking after local volunteers who get caught up in difficulties.
That's right, because the local river is on flood alert at the moment. So the last thing you want is somebody being washed away in the river or anything like that.
Just tell us a little bit about how this child abduction case has affected the community here.
It's affected it very much because it's a very close-knit community, and everybody knows each other. You know, if anything happens, everybody just comes together and does as much as they can for each other.
Do you live in this area as well? I mean, is April's family known? Do you know her?
I don't know them in particular, but I am a local ambulanceman and I live 2 miles out of town. So when I found out that this was happening, I came down to offer my services and found that there was about 350 people here and nothing was being done. So I set up a coordination of sending people out. We brought some maps in, got the local motor club involved, and we've got people who live locally and knew certain areas, and we filled those gaps first, and then we filled the other areas with people who'd come in from afar.
So when you say nothing was being done, you don't think the police were acting quickly enough?
No, I'm not saying that. The police were very busy doing what they were doing, but we managed to sort out all the local people, all the volunteers that came, and we did a search of about 25-mile radius, and we did that at night, and they all came back then again at 6:30 in the morning, and they went back to do the same thing exactly in daylight.